Never underestimate the power of...
Yeah. But yeah, I will continue streaming in English. Okay, no viewers. If I tell you a story now, and I might retell the story one day in Noe stream, is that okay? But I will be telling it in English. So don't come with me that, you know, fucking retelling stories. Okay. I feel like, you know, at a campfire. Like at a campfire and I'm like, ooh, Alan. Welcome, chat. Let me talk to you about a story. Yeah. I'll tell it in noise chat and then you're gonna be like, sleeping face, same story. Okay, so 2 years ago, I started blowing up on Twitter. The reason for that was that I made a Twitter account and then for some I did some comment and on Twitter, and Perks was like, so Perks from Vitality back then G2 was like, can I join L234? I don't even really know the context. And then Inspired was like, L234, dude! And Selfmade also tuned in. And from that I got like 1,000 followers, and then I got bigger and bigger, and like I hit 2k very early as that whole thing started. As you know, I'm 3k now. And yeah, I basically I had a very big hype wave that I could have used back then, but basically this is just backstory to tell you I got big on Twitter. And I met a girl. After not having seen her for 1 year. Honestly, I could have probably killed her there if I had PTA. And we used to be on very good terms. Okay guys, I need a name for the girl. I'm obviously not gonna dox her. So I need a made up name. Give me a made up name. This, I call this viewer interaction. Nadia, no, she's Asian. So give me a non-racist give me a non-racist Ushi. That's a great name, but doesn't quite work, I think, for some reason. She's not French. Beatrice. Okay, her name was Beatrice. And I met up with her at a tea shop. Ah, come on. How did I take a tower shot there? And before the tweet, I was like, before I went and met Beatrice, I was like, I tweeted, man, I am so dense when it comes to girls. Like, she invited me out to a tea shop. Like, I don't know if this is a date or not. And after that tweet, I go there with Beatrice. We have a good time. And while I'm talking with her, I'm like, yo, actually, no, since we last met, I like blew up on Twitter, and like I'm a mini celebrity with 2k followers. I mean, I'm kind of a big deal, but yeah, that's fine. By the way, I based because I was worried of Grace pathing top lane. And she's like, oh yeah, Alan, it's your Twitter handle. And I'm like, oh, it's Alan the Teemo. Keep in mind, the last tweet that I just did was about her. And I still tell her my Twitter handle. And then, basically, she says, okay, can I go to the toilet? I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead, have fun. And as you can imagine, while she was on the toilet, she checked my Twitter and she saw the message, but she didn't tell me about it. So, you know, we kept talking normally, dun 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 dun. And then after some time, you know, we said goodbye. Or like we were starting to say goodbye. And as we're saying goodbye, she's like, Alan, why did you think this would ever be a date? And I'm like, I got hit right in the oof there. I should have really gone PTA. Yeah, I received emotional damage. Absolutely. She has Ignite backup since I have Ignite backup. I know that for a fact. Okay, so that was one story. Do you think Noe would enjoy the story? We can go through stories and then be like, will Noe enjoy the story? She still wins that. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Yeah, I mean, I said... yeah, of course, and then I'm like, oh, no. Of course not, I mean, why would this be a date? I mean, right? I said in the tweet, like, I don't know for sure, like, it could be anything. We could be meeting up for, like, it could be anything. I don't think I've talked to her since then. Yeah, I mean, I'm just joking. We shilling. Did not turn out well. At all. Oh. So... okay. Guys, Kurdish, the 1v9 on Teemo jungle was a one-time thing. I'm not gonna consistently 1v9 in Challenger on Teemo jungle. Yeah, that's what... yeah, fucking Beatrice, man. Okay, guys, you need to remind me next time that when I tell Noe the story, that, you know, we decided she would be named Beatrice. Man, I really should have gone PTA. Fleet Footwork is pissed useless. Okay, so I've got... so not every story is as wild as, like, I met Putin. But, like, from real life, this happened, like, literally 2 weeks ago. So, I know 2 girls. I need 2 more names. I need 2 more names. Give me names again. I'm pushing up my average comments per stream. They're European. Yeah, I met Putin.
An enemy has been slain.
Janine and Mary. Lisa and Linda isn't so good because I will confuse them. Okay, so I know 2 girls from my class, which are called Janine and Mary. She has Ignite backup, by the way. And both of them are pretty short. They have short hair and very similar face structures. Now this disclaimer... what the fuck happened? Why does everyone have no summoners? So like, they do look similar, okay? So, with the first fail was... I had a group work for the entire last semester with Janine, where I talked with Janine every single week. Every single week I talked with her. For multiple hours. And like... right? When I talk with her and like... right, on WhatsApp, I see her name constantly. So like, I should know who Janine is. But for some reason, I see her in a class... I saw her in a class last week. And I'm like, yo, wait, isn't that Janine? I haven't seen you in ages. Must have been like 2 years ago. And she's like, Alan? What the fuck are you talking about? We literally... And then, you know, that happens. I played it off. I'm like, hey, hey, joking, chilling. But then, after I already confused her twice and fucked up once. What's the other girl's name again? Fuck. Janine and Mary or something? Yeah. I literally see her the very next day. Or not the very next day, like a week afterwards. And for some godforsaken reason, I'm like, oh, you're Mary, aren't you? And I'm like, no, I'm actually Janine. And yeah. I don't know how to make this story fun besides the fact that I'm fucking retarded. And I knew this girl for a whole year and I still confused her completely. But yeah, she took it like a champ, I guess. I know them more or less. Yeah, just unimates, you know. How can you be challenger? I mean, very often people are like mentally challenged, but they can be challenger. Like, just look at Elo Santa. I mean, it's not super important. It was just very embarrassing. Okay. I don't hate Elo Santa. We follow each other. I watch his streams. He's very funny. Okay, wait. I need a... The thing is, I don't remember what stories I already told. And sometimes stories are very short, you know, like it's sometimes nice, like I will have a very short story and then Noe would reply something and I could like elaborate further, or like I could pick stuff up and then like, you know, take the conversation from there. Like, I think I told that story on Noe's stream already. Of course, a lot of you might have not heard it. When I was in like... Oi. I like... thought I had Ignite or something and I thought I had the pot. I just got mind blasted. I really should have had PTA here. When I was in like 10th grade, the physics teacher asked me to... How am I winning this lane so hard, by the way? The physics teacher... Yoking. Asked me to turn off the light. And while I was turning off the light, I somehow managed to rip my pants. And not just slightly rip them, but like a very loud rip across across the pants. Like I just completely annihilated my pants in the process. I do not know how I managed. To do that. But the even larger issue was that the larger issue was that I was It's so hard to actually play and tell the story. I don't know, with Noe it was easier. That it was in the middle of winter. And it's not normal winter, it was Russia winter, right? So Moscow winter. It's like minus 10, 15 degrees outside. And I'm like, well, I can't walk around in with broken jeans. Like, that would be ridiculous. So I go to Lost and Found. I'm like, yo, can I bury, you know, some jeans for, you know, not a long time, for a day. I just need some jeans. I need some money, some jeans. Teacher, help. But there were no jeans, but there were sport shorts. So what I ended up doing, instead of going out with broken jeans, I'd go out with shorts. But wearing the shorts under the jeans? Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I didn't think about that. So she doesn't see me here. And then the other problem is I didn't want to no. The other problem is that the nearest metro from the school was like a 20-minute walk. So I had to get home. I had to go to the metro. Like, there's no other way. So, obviously, in minus 15 degrees weather, Jesus Christ, there's a bit too much popping off for me to handle. This is like getting into way too dank territory. Okay, yeah, I have to tank stuff so that Ziri doesn't die. She could have killed the Ziri there. She has a 7-round shutdown. Oh yeah, I could have taken a taxi, but I was like, nah, taxis are for pussies. I'm a Russian man. Let me just walk to the metro. You know, it is actually very funny when you're like close to hypothermia. Well, okay, maybe funny is the wrong word, but like, I'm gonna die here. Like, just the complete loss of feeling in your legs is a very interesting feeling. Toxic masculinity. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, I egoed the cold. And, you know, like, I get into the metro and my legs are just completely red. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have gotten hypothermia, like, let's be real, but like, it was exceedingly extraordinarily cold. Might lose because they're 2v5ing. Okay. I think if I tell the story to Norway, yeah, it feels warm after a while, right? Yeah. Yeah, pulsing redness, yeah. Like, at a certain point, it feels warmer than wearing jeans. Like, as I entered the metro, I actually felt pretty warm. Like, I was very comfortable. Now, this might just be my body completely turning off. But, I mean, it was comfortable. Okay. I think Noe might enjoy this story because he'd be like, well, obviously, yeah. I think this is a nice story to tell Noe. I've got the same story, but like, it's a very short story. Like, I don't really know how to like elaborate on it or like do something out of it. Basically, there's a forest next to my school, and in this forest there's a river, and we were walking by the river. There's some sort of song with that. I was walking by the river with with my friends, and Jesus, it's so difficult. I was walking by that river and I fell into the river because the snow broke in. So I only got like my legs deep, and then after like 15 minutes I went out. Hey Bonzo and Dark Soul, thanks a lot for the sub. Azir will look for a shuffle, so it's better to just be very spread out. Yeah, we kind of sold out Irelia, but at the same time, like, we really don't want to get 10-man shuffled. Why is he healing me? I should have flashed there. We end the game if he's dead. Oh, that's a failed heal. Yeah, they kind of gave up. Yeah, the Grace is AFK. Tax evasion? I mean, no, I contacted the tax office like a year ago, so like I registered my Gewerbe, etc. And I did all of that. Like, I filed all the documents you need to file as a streamer, but like they never got back to me. I never got a message from them.
Never underestimate the power of the Scouts code. 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 2, 3, 4. Scouts code. Code. 2, 3, 4. Yes, sir.